Hi everyone and welcome to this YouTube channel. So before starting this video, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for future updates. BTC VS Gold. Bitcoin. Bitcoin sent off in 2009. The decentralized innovation introduced another time in money and financial planning. At first, these computerized monetary forms were simply alluring to a couple of specialty devotees. In 2010, early examiners found the bitcoins they had recently bought for parts of a penny had developed to 9 cents per bitcoin. Enormous scope Bitcoin mining ranches and pools became famous, and digital money trades arose. At the point when the COVID-19 pandemic started to close down economies overall in 2020, examiners and financial backers saw that Bitcoin's worth wasn't falling close by stock qualities. They began emptying capital into it. Institutional financial backers kept searching for ways of making venture instruments and assets from it, and its cost taken off. By April 2021, Bitcoin's cost hit $61,000. Gold. Gold generally performs well during market revisions since it keeps up with its worth. Its cost holds fairly consistent, then, at that point, will in general ascend as financial backers move from stocks to gold, assuming a downturn is undermining. This makes it valuable as a support, a venture that moves inverse another, against market revisions or downturns. During the COVID-19 pandemic, not all financial backers went to Bitcoin. Many followed customary methodologies and changed to gold. Therefore, gold's cost soared from just underneath $1,300 in late 2019 to almost $2,100 in mid-2020. Through 2021, its cost dropped as economies gradually recuperated. However, it actually arrived at the midpoint of higher than pre-pandemic downturn levels. 1. Key differences. Gold has ruled the economies and markets for millennia of trade and holding riches. Bitcoin was sent off in 2009 and just accomplished far and wide acknowledgement quite a while later. Regulations. Gold's laid out framework for exchanging, gauging, and following is flawless. It's exceptionally difficult to take or phony. It's likewise profoundly directed. In numerous nations, you can't cross boundaries while conveying gold without administrative permission. It's exceptionally difficult to take or phony. It's likewise profoundly directed. Option to buy it from enlisted sellers and specialists. One admonition is that you ought to possibly purchase actual gold in the event that you can securely store it. When putting resources into gold, you'll commonly simply have the Bitcoin as additionally hard to take and phony, because of its encoded and decentralized framework. It is for the most part lawful to use across the lines of various nations, with a couple of exemptions. In any case, the administrative framework that could exist to guarantee that clients are protected isn't at this point set up. The unknown idea of digital money likewise makes it trying to manage. Utility. Gold has generally been utilized in numerous applications: money, extravagance things, specific applications in dentistry, hardware, and considerably more. This cross-utilitarian utility has provided gold its capacity to keep up with esteem when other resource values fall. Bitcoin is restricted in its utility. It is as of now just utilized as a computerized money in a speculative venture. In any case, there is an arising monetary innovation whose idea is to involve cryptographic money for monetary exchanges called decentralized finance. Bitcoin has utility in this arising tech as a type of loaning, getting, and conceivably more. It likewise can possibly be engaged with close to however many applications as gold, yet understanding a similar way of thinking, it has the same amount of potential to become futile and significant. Liquidity. One essential worry for financial backers looking toward Bitcoin as a sanctuary is its liquidity. Digital forms of money are for the most part extremely fluid resources. Nonetheless, this may not generally be the situation. There are times when it very well may be more fluid than different resources and times when it isn't. For example, in the event that you had a few hundred Bitcoin, you could struggle with selling them to escape digital currency in a rush. Trades, for example, Coinbase possibly consider $50,000 liquidation of cryptographic money per day. 3. If Bitcoin's cost is higher than as far as possible permitted by your trade, you'll simply have the option to do it in more modest augmentations. On the off chance that you don't possess numerous Bitcoins, it very well may be a significantly more fluid resource for you. Also, on the off chance that the market swings fiercely and numerous financial backers start selling their Bitcoin, its cost would drop decisively accordingly. Unpredictability. Bitcoin has generally demonstrated to be dependent upon the media impact, financial backer feeling, administrative activities, and publicity. News from the advanced money circle could incite financial backers to frenzy and go with fast choices, rapidly sending Bitcoin's cost vertical or descending. This unpredictability isn't innate to gold for the reasons referenced above, making it maybe a more secure resource. As of late, a few elective digital currencies have been sent off which expect to give more steadiness than Bitcoin. These coins are designated stable coins, on the grounds that their costs are fixed to government-issued money or another steady resource. For example, Tether is connected to the worth of the US dollar. Whether Bitcoin is a preferred venture over gold reduces to your venture objectives, whether you appreciate hypothesizing, your gamble resilience, and how much capital you can bear losing on the off chance that for example, Tether is connected to the worth of the US dollar. A monetary council can assist you with making money management objectives and conclude whether Bitcoin is a wise venture for you. Is Bitcoin rarer than gold? Gold is one of the more intriguing metals. Bitcoin is intriguing contrasted with other cryptographic forms of money, and gold is interesting contrasted with different metals. They are both uncommon in their particular classifications. Is Bitcoin like gold? Bitcoin is like gold in that it has turned into a substitute venture for certain financial backers. It has the potential for some purposes and can be an advantageous speculation whenever utilized in the right methodology. Is Bitcoin a better investment than gold? Which is better relies on your gamble resistance, contributing procedure, the amount of capital you possess to utilize, and the amount you can endure losing. Bitcoin is considerably more unstable than gold, making it a less secure speculation than gold. Does Bitcoin or gold safeguard against expansion better? While looking at Bitcoin and gold as expansion supports, specialists highlight various aspects on which to analyze them. Their set of experiences, adequacy, straightforward entry and different wellsprings of interest for the actual resource. History as an expansion fence, how Bitcoin and gold think about. On the subject of their set of experiences as expansion fences, there's little inquiry that gold has areas of strength for. Sometime Bitcoin has scarcely over 10 years of presence to legitimize itself. Gold has millennia of laid-out history as an unfaltering store of significant worth, says Fergus Hodgson, overseer of Econ Americas, wandering supervisor of Gold Newsletter. Over a lengthy period, it is about the most secure expansion fence you can get. Conversely, digital currency is an overall novice to worldwide resource markets. Bitcoin, in any case, has a 12-year history up to this point and is still completely characterizing its qualities as a fence in this cutting-edge economy. Says Chris Klein, COO and prime supporter of Bitcoin IRA, a firm that permits individual financial backers to buy digital currencies in a privately managed IRA. In any case, Hodgson is dicey of the digital currency's drawn-out practicality. Its future as a store of significant worth is unstable, he says. In my evaluation, national bank computerized monetary standards and altcoins will challenge Bitcoin's incentive as a mode of trade. The new move of the Biden organization to manage digital money likewise incorporates the potential for the making of a U.S. national bank computerized cash. Effectiveness as an inflation hedge, how Bitcoin and gold compare. The absence of lifespan brings up difficult issues about Bitcoin's capacity to be a compelling support against expansion. In the interim, gold has long exhibited its capacity to go about as a fence, numerous specialists say. There's actually no verifiable information on Bitcoin as an expansion support, says Adam Perlacki, Senior Examiner, World Gold Council. There's successfully been no times of high expansion during Bitcoin's presence. There's no information to back it up. Perlacki underscores, in any case, that the absence of information doesn't mean Bitcoin couldn't turn into an expansion fence, yet rather that there's no exhibit of that potential up until this point. Conversely, that's what he says, there is proof that gold is an expansion support and it's one reason that financial backers purchase gold, and that gold has done well in times of high expansion. On the side of Bitcoin, Klein, of Bitcoin IRA, focuses to the digital currency's capability to go about as a guard against the cash printing of national banks. Bitcoin has a limited stockpile, he says. The public authority has been printing exceptional measures of cash beginning around 2008, and affecting the more extensive economy is beginning. That control can't be fabricated similarly since Bitcoin is restricted to just 21 million coins, giving an option in contrast to the government-issued currency framework. Now that land costs are out of this world and gold is out of reach to the typical American, crypto has become piece of that inflationary fence blend, Klein says. In any case, Robert R. Johnson, teacher of finance at Creighton University, is more earnest about the failure of Bitcoin to be an expansion support. One can't put resources into the wide exhibit of digital forms of money. One can hypothesize, Johnson says. There is no sane method for deciding the worth of Bitcoin or any of the other different digital currencies as one can't matter the instruments of conventional money to show up at the characteristic worth, or genuine worth, of the alleged resource. Like and subscribe to the channel, give a comment in case of any questions and confusions, and also must click on the bell icon.